Hello, hello, hello. I made it. Oh my goodness. My wonderful husband had to get my mic. I left it downstairs. I'm I bounce between upstairs and downstairs. Upstairs, downstairs. Well, welcome to tonight's crochet chat. I am not going to be with you long. I'm clearing out my phone. I get so much spam. Oh my gosh, they call you at the wrong time. You're trying to talk to, you're trying to text a message and the phone starts ringing and they leave messages. I just delete. I don't even listen to what they got to say. It can be, you won $1 million. But guess what? I don't care. Leave a message and send the check. Well, happy full moon, because that moon is really full. And I will not be with you long. I'm just going to be sharing with you some of the things that I've been working on and some of the things that I am going to work on, because it is getting closer and closer to crunch time. Closer and closer. Closer and closer. So, let me get this. I found myself bringing everything up. But I have a little bit of yarn here. And so this week, I worked on some more gummy bears. So I have a basket full of gummy bears. I made some purple ones this morning. Purple. It's really pretty purple. So I made about 2 purple ones. And I think last night I made a multicolored one. And of course, you've seen the peach and the pink. So once I finish, to see, I don't know how many I have. I need to start inventory. Let's see. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 gummy bears. I'm going to try to finish up. I think I need like one more yellow one. I'm going to make a yellow one and finish up the purple yarn. I have some of this color yarn, so I'm going to finish that up. I just have like a handful of that left, so I'm probably going to be able to make one more. And of course, I'll probably make a couple more purple. It tangled up on me, so I can stop. Here's a purple, really pretty. I think out of this yarn, I probably can get about 3 more. So I've done that. But tonight I am going to work on finishing up some items. That's the gummy bears. I'm going to keep them all up here because they're going to need to be tagged real soon. So if I keep them organized, I'll be able to find them. I have downstairs, I found these snowmen that I made last year that need to go in the market. I don't know where they were in the little closet there, so I'll have to straighten out their little scarves. They had a rough season. So these 2 are going to go in the market. I think I was making these for my dog's veterinarian, and one of them, she moved out of state, and the other one was never there. So they ended up coming, and by the time she came back, it was too late for me. It was Christmas was over. So there. Got my water. I have this pumpkin. I'm going to be sharing a tutorial on how I make this pumpkin with the stem. I'll be sharing it soon. So I'm going to leave this up here. Put it over there. And I made a black cat. I don't know if I need to get a lint brush. Meow. This is a black cat. I don't know if I showed it to you last time. I have these little stands. This one is kind of a broken stand, but the tail bends. It's a pumpkin cat. I love that the tail, you can play around with that. So here's the pumpkin cat is shaped like a pumpkin. It's got a little lint on it. Needs to be cleaned up. But it does not come with a stand. I just put it on there because I need to try to figure out how to get some pictures of it. That's it. And I'm trying to finish up a baby. This is what I'm going to be working on tonight. Face hugger. Here's the large one. It's right here. And here's a baby one. So I'm going to be probably making, I don't know, just depends. I need to get my little list together of what needs to be finished. I may make one more of these because they work up really fast. And then they'll be tagged and they will get ready for the market. So by the end of this week, I anticipate having my inventory list finished and ready to go. And so let me go ahead and finish working on this last leg. I don't know if I have enough yarn. If I don't, hopefully I have this color up here. It's trying to get tangled, but I will not be defeated. So let me go ahead and work on the last leg. And what happens is I sew them flat, and then I think with this one I'm going to put some little craft wires in it so that the legs are bendable. So right now I'm just going to make the leg itself. But before I do that, let me go ahead and just untangle. And I don't have the other project I was working on, but now it's time to start wrapping things up and getting them prepared, getting everything tagged. This is tag week. This is the week where I get everything tagged. And like I said, I will not be on here long. I'm going to go ahead and get this. I don't know what I'm doing. But I need to finish. It looked like this room looked like an explosion. Yeah. It seems like when it's time to do the event, everything comes out and it's spread out. And so it looks worse before it gets better. But I really need to spend some time. I need to be looking at this. It rained really good. So I need to make sure that there's no spots up here that's leaking. Because if my new roof is leaking, we got a problem. And I don't want to have to call him, but I don't have a problem staying on his back. So right now I'm just untangling so I can finish this piece up. But I created a nice inventory sheet. It is not all the way ready for public viewing. But I wanted something that will tell me what event. You know, I've looked on Etsy and tried to find some different inventory sheets, and there it's okay, but it's nothing like what I would create for myself. So therefore, I am going to create my own, and it's finished. I just need to make it a little bit cute, pretty. Well, you know, I'm going to tell you that moon is full. It said it's a super harvest moon. And when I was a student, I had a volunteer. She was an older woman. Her and her husband would come into the library and volunteer their services. He was really good at book binding. She would help put labels on books. And I was the one that created the labels for her to put on the books. Hello. Anyway, as I was, every month she would go, her and her family would meet. And when they met, they would basically howl at the moon. wherever they meet, they would meet at different locations, and family members from all over would gather, and they would literally howl at the moon. I'm like, oh my Lord. So she's no longer on this side of the planet, but I wonder if they still keep that tradition going. That was really weird. I don't know. Family members, they would fly from wherever, and they would just go to different locations, and they would literally, if there was on full moon, she said they would create a paper moon, and they would tie it in a tree and howl at it. Strange things. Why howl at the moon? We got enough weirdos out here. So I'm untangling again so that I can, it's not a whole lot, but I'm going to untangle it so that I can go ahead and finish this up. And it's not a really bad tangle, but it can be bad if you don't carefully try to work with the yarn and not against it. So I should always, some people like to wind up their yarn before they get started so that they don't encounter things like this. I would just rather just encounter it, because sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this and work on this, the last legs of the alien. Speaking of aliens, they say that there's this object in the sky that is hurling toward the earth, and they don't know. It's not a comet. It's nothing that they've seen before, but I don't know how far it is or how close it'll get. It changes colors, and who knows what it really is. So these people down here that are fighting, you guys better be looking out, because there's something coming that nobody can stop, not the government, no one but God. I'm telling you, you down here fighting and bickering and creating chaos in your cities, and all along there's something up coming this way. And right while you're sitting up there fighting, it may hit you. You need to be praying. We need to figure out what's going on, because with the government shut down, don't nobody know anything. Our government is shut down. Guys, it's not a joke. Who's watching an object? Well, while they're bickering. Oh my goodness. People are not. I'm passionate, but I'm not going to get upset, because they are playing with people's livelihoods. You get tired of being a pawn in this game. Just tired of it. Every time you turn around, you're using us as little chess pieces. We need some peace. Somebody find out what that object is. It's coming slowly but surely. Find out that object. Find out what it is. If you know what it is, nobody's going to know until it's too late. You don't know what part of the earth it's going to hit. It could hit the U.S. It could hit over in Poland. It could hit over in China. China got some weird stuff going on too. They're not telling people about. And today, we're from Memphis. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. So today I got a chance to see my first federal police officer. The feds are in Memphis. And all I did was just pray for their safety. So We got a lot more cops out here on the roads. Can't be speeding the way they used to do, Mr. Memphians. Some of them already drive pretty bad. But I guess it depends. I don't know. I just know I see a lot of Shelby County state troopers. I've been seeing those state troopers. But it seemed like it's more than normal. And I don't go into the city part of Memphis, so I don't know what it's like there. But all is well. Elvis home. Let's see, what is it? August? So it's past Elvis week. That'll be we're in some interesting times. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Get that object. Somebody tell us what that object is. The moon was so big, it was like, oh my gosh. It was huge. If you haven't seen it, go outside. Look. They drive pretty rough. Anyway, but it's worse during the full moon. It rained yesterday, and we needed the rain. It was so dry here. And then about 9 o'clock, it started thundering. So we got a little thunder. Slowed down today. Didn't see any rain. Beautiful day. Sun came out. Yesterday was dreary. Just make it just the kind of day you just want to stay in and sleep. But today was better, but the drivers were not. The day was better, but the drivers were not. So I am coming to the end of unraveling this wonderful yarn. It's tan yarn. It's called tan. And believe it or not, I got this yarn from the Dollar Tree. Yep, I did. And I'm creating a baby alien. It's going to sit on my shoulders. Here's the legs. One set of legs. And I'm going to sew the legs together. I'm making a second set of legs. And then I will sew them all together and sew them all to the little alien. Find that alien that's out there in the sky. I hope they're friends, because they said this object is changing colors and it's not a comet. They don't know what's going on. I don't even know if they know how big it is or how soon it will even get to the earth. But these craft events are coming up really fast. We're talking about October. They had people out there. They're already they are out there decorating. Look at the thing on my shoulder. I'm gonna see. You log out of this. Log out. And I was telling Panda that I was going to be taking pictures. So Panda, if you watch the replay, here are some of my colleagues. I found them. I found my colleagues. They were off of 70, US 70, and someone enjoyed probably talking. Ooh, these people got 3 witches in their front yard. 3 witches. There's my colleagues, ex-colleagues, standing out there, always starting trouble. They just need instead of them having a pumpkin, they need a cauldron out there. I don't know. I've seen skeletons. Let's see. I had skeletons. That one I had to take a picture of that one. That one was just that one was that one I had to. I had seen all kinds. This was in Walmart. I mean the Sam's Club. Go buy your own personal skeleton. People's houses. They're really into this Halloween. I need to clean that. I need to clean up my phone. They got my phone is, you take pictures of everything. It just be just taking pictures, just snapping pictures. So I got them, and I got a couple others, and I need to start uploading them real soon onto my little accounts. Something that I probably won't do anything that'll last longer than 24 hours. I'll add it to the stories. Maybe. Because they may recognize their own house. You never know. Hey, I saw your house over there on Instagram. Really? Who told you to do my house? Well, let me see. Guys, I am really unorganized tonight. How unorganized am I? I'm going to tell you how unorganized. And I'm not even going to worry about it. Because I'm not going to stay on here. I left my crochet hook. And because of that, that means I will not be doing that tonight. Up here anyway. So I'm packing my bag. Compliments of Walmart. Yeah. I'm packing my bag, and I'm going to pretty much wrap this up real soon. Before I go, I'm going to share with you one more thing, because I'm going to have to go downstairs and get my crochet hook, and I'm not gonna have the live running while I go downstairs, because I go downstairs and I start getting distracted. I get distracted, and I may stay up here just a little bit to straighten up and get my stuff organized, and I may come back on. Let me see what day. It has to be toward the weekend. So turn on your notifications so you know the next time. But before I go, the next time I upload, I may come on sometime this weekend. We'll see. I'm trying to think of what day will be good. But before I go, I want to share one thing in behalf of, what is this doing? Stop. My computer is doing, my computer is so sensitive. It is so sensitive. It is like asking me, ooh, I don't want to do that. It's asking me to do some weird stuff, and I'm not going to do that. It's asking me to copy some link and send it. I guess if I want to send someone to invite someone on here, if you're watching. But this is in behalf of my favorite person, Panda. I created a panda pumpkin. I am working on the pattern. Look, it has a little tail. It's got a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin. It's one of a kind. And it's in honor of Panda. So once I find Michael's address, I'm going to send this to you, Panda. If you watch the replay, this is for you. And then I'm going to recreate the panda and make it as a pattern. I have the panda, and I have, where is the black cat? And I may do another little animal. The panda and the cat. Those two. And I may do another little animal. We'll see. Anyway, I'm not keeping this on long. It's a long day. I left my crochet hooks. I did get my yarn unraveled. I will try to come back on later this week, maybe sometime Saturday or Sunday. We'll see. One of the two, but it'll probably be in the evening time. Maybe around, we'll see what time, 7:30, 8 o'clock. But just turn on your notifications so you know when I come back on live. I'm going to be sharing with you my little inventory list and how I'm preparing, because it's crunch time. It's crunch time. It's crunch time for the events. Until next time. Bye, y'all.